Happy Thursday morning, my friends. It is currently just past 10 o'clock. I've got my fun TK Maxx candle. I've got my coffee, and I have got my, what do you call this? I can't remember. My brain has not woken up yet. But this is still thriving, and I bought this like ages ago. When I say ages, I mean like a month. But it is still thriving. So that's good. Terrarium. My little terrarium. I had a terrarium before. It didn't last long. So anyways, I have a couple of things we can talk about this morning. Are you ready? Let's go. So last night I started reading Triple Threat by Kay Webster. Now, I kind of bought this book, or this duology rather, without knowing what it was about. I just bought it because Kay Webster. This book follows a woman named Landry, and she is basically like an imprisoned woman. Her father is very rich, very powerful, and she doesn't get to leave the house until he's like, I'll let you go to university, but that's as far as it goes. And while she's there, she meets a guy named Ford. And then she goes home that night, and then Ford is there. Basically, the plot of this is there are three triplets, three boys, and they're going to infiltrate Landry's life because mafia, and because like mob boss and money situation. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love mafia books. They're just not my vibe. Like, out of all the romance subgenres that exist in this world, mob and mafia, not my favorite. So I'm not loving this so far, especially because after the very first time of meeting Ford, Landry's having all these thoughts of like, I don't like the way that he smiles because it makes me feel something. And I'm like, girl, I know you've been locked up your entire life, but also you've just met this man. I don't know what's going to happen. The only reason I will stick this out and finish it hopefully today is because Kay Webster, from my memory, always has a twist. Always has something where I'm like, well, should have seen that coming, and never do. So I'm like not loving it, but I still have relatively high expectations for the rest of the book. So that's my current read. Now, fun update, guys. My book club pick of September is, in fact, The Wedding People. This one, I think it was 11-8. So it was quite a close vote, but this is, in fact, the book I will be reading for my book club in September. I have already got my ticket to go to the meetup, so another successful, hopefully, month. I think I'm going to enjoy this book. I don't think I'm going to hate it. I think I'll, at the very least, enjoy it. All I know, this follows a woman who goes to a beachside resort, I think with the plans to kill herself, but she gets there and it turns out that it is entirely booked out for the wedding, like a wedding. She is the only person at this resort that has nothing to do with the wedding that's happening, and I think she and the bride end up becoming friends, and like something about friendship and women and mental health. I don't know, but yes, I am quite excited. Because I could have been reading something terrible this month, and I don't think this is going to be terrible. Now, what is potentially the most... Actually, I will say quickly, an apology for last weekend. I watched the footage back. Now, typically, these are unedited. They just go up. This is like my visual diary, okay? Sometimes I just have too many thoughts, and I just need to talk them out. Or, like, I get really excited about books, and I have no one to talk to them about. So talk to about them. So this is, yeah, just natural. This is raw as fuck. What does Amberlynn Reid say? I'm being so raw right now, guys. Fuck. Is that what she says? Anyway, I'll insert the footage here if I remember.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck me. Like, damn.
But I have to apologize because Sad Steph last weekend was not the vibe. I watched the video back once it was already uploaded, which maybe I shouldn't do that in the future. Yes, it was real. Yes, it was me at a very, very sad, low moment. It was such a bummer. I watched it and I was like, oh God, I feel so sorry for her. So I don't know if in the future I'm going to keep in really personal, emotional stuff like that, or just cut it out, because yeah, in the moment felt like shit. After the fact was like, oh God, that was just a little episode, hahaha. And then I watched the footage and I was like, oh, this is sad. And it just made me sad. And I don't want you guys to feel sad watching these videos. So a little bit of an apology, a little bit of a not sure where we should go from here. I also read another book earlier this week You guys will see it in my wrap up. It is called Ritual by Chloe Elizabeth Wilson. It is an Australian book. Now, you guys know I don't like Australian books. I don't really love books set in Australia. It's like, this one is literally set in Melbourne. Like, she's talking about, you know, Carlton and Collingwood and St Kilda, and I'm like, it's almost too close for comfort. I actually really loved it. It was a 5-star book. So hang out and wait for my wrap up if you want to see like a bit more of a explanation of that book, but I would highly recommend. Now let's get into what I've been waiting 3 days to do. Okay, I don't really want to show you the entire package, but I received this package on Monday. I know what's in here, but I was like, well, if I open it on Monday, I'm either gonna have to record part of my weekend vlog on a Monday. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So I've literally waited 3 days, guys, for this moment because I wanted to film it on a Thursday. I wanted to be genuine. I didn't want to like open it on Monday and then shove Monday footage in here and pretend it was Thursday. So I've got a special edition of a book here. Oh my god, this packaging is not the vibe. Oh, they used a lot of bubble wrap, which is good, I suppose. Now this package usually when I get packages, they end up at the like parcel depot in a place called Sunshine. It sounds lovely. It is not. Sunshine is also known as Scumshine from where I am. So anyway, yes, so this should have ended up at Sunshine depot and then made its way to my house. Instead, I got a notification saying that it was at Port Melbourne. Port Melbourne is not near my house. It's not far from my house, but it's not next to my house. So I was like, why would it be in Port Melbourne? That's weird. So I clicked on my notification and it was like, yeah, this parcel like accidentally went to Port Melbourne instead of Sunshine. Ha ha ha. It'll be rerouted or resent soon. So this should have arrived on Friday. And I like, there is so much bubble wrap. So it wasn't like too much, like I didn't care that much. Like, it took an extra couple of days. That's fine. My issue is, lucky that they picked up on it, because imagine if they hadn't. This could have been delivered at some random person's house in Port Melbourne and my heart would have broken. So, oh, guys, should I have maybe unpackaged it a little bit before filming this video? It's very possible. However, I did not. I'm not bright. I'm not bright. I'm not smart. And I wanted it, like I said, to be a genuine unboxing moment. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, Lord in heaven. Oh, she's so beautiful. Okay, guys. It is the Fairy edition of Rose and Chains. Guys, why is she so beautiful? Why? Books do not deserve to be this fucking beautiful. I swear to... Oh my god, look. She's so beautiful. We got some sprayed edges. Vespa. Wow. Oh, it is so beautiful. Oh, we've even got the little placard. Which is so weird that this is purple and the book is red, when the other edition of Rose and Chains is purple. I don't know. Anyway, just thoughts. Oh my god, it's got a reverse dust jacket. I did not know this. Oh my god. Yeah, so this is the... I have that cover in purple. So I'm not going to be showing this cover. But that is really cool. I didn't know it had a reverse dust jacket. Oh, I love it. I love it. Naked hardcover. Oh my god, my babies. We've got some foiling on there. Oh, she's beautiful. Then we have got end pages. And it's got gold foiling. And look, it's got gold foiling where her... Oh, no, it doesn't. No, I thought there was gold foiling where the blood is. But still, oh, we love... Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, can you hear that sound? Some of the pages are still stuck together, so the person I bought it from didn't even, like, separate them. That is crazy. There are no words. Oh my god. There are no words for how much I love that edition. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe watch a little bit of YouTube, play some games on my phone, then maybe jump back into Triple Threat. Okay, guys, it is Thursday night, and it is still nighttime. It is only 11:30, which is crazy because there are some nights in this house where my mum, my stepdad, and my brother will all be awake until like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and that's fine. There are other days like tonight, like by 11 o'clock, all the lights in the house were off, and like everyone except me and probably my brother are asleep. So weird that I'm like in bed getting ready to read and it isn't 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, I take back everything I said about Triple Threat because I finished it and I actually really liked it. There was some sick part of me that thought it was so funny that Landry, every time she sees Ford, is like, my god, he's acting different. Oh my god, he's using a different pet name for me. Oh, that's weird. He doesn't remember that we kissed before. And it's like, because there's 3 different men pretending to be one man. It was very funny to me, but I actually just ended up liking this. Like, it was quick. It was, I wouldn't say fun, but it was a quick read. And I am very curious to see what's going to happen next. So the plan, you know how much I love my plans that never come to fruition. My plan is to at least start the sequel Death Wish tonight. There are a couple of characters I happily want to see slaughtered like pigs, and other characters that I just want the best for them. Apart from that, I didn't really do a lot today. Like, I had a cute little like lunch date with my brother, so we just watched Papa Meat videos and ate some HSP, and it was good. I like had a shower because my face was getting gross, so I just wanted to like have a proper deep dive. I actually shaved and did my face. Like, it was a long shower, but I think I needed it just to like zhuzh myself up. So yeah, I didn't like really do a lot today, but I did read a book. So that's always fun. Now tomorrow is the day, or the start of my actual plans for the weekend. So tomorrow I'm going to Bestie Bobo's house for dinner, and then we're going to watch the Conjurings 1 and 2, and then I'm going to come home, and then Saturday I'm going back to Bob's for dinner, and we are going to watch the Conjuring 3 at his place, and then go watch the Conjuring 4 at the drive-in. So there might be some vlogging in between. I just don't know how much reading I'm actually going to get done. Again, I would love to finish Death Wish before going to Bob's tomorrow, and then reading another book before Sunday. So I guess we'll just see what happens, because, you know, things never go to plan on this channel. But anyway, I'm going to maybe watch a YouTube video while I have a little snack, and then I will hopefully start Death Wish and maybe even finish it. Like, we're being so crazy, I might even finish it. No, I have not started Death Wish, but what I have done is finish my spooky ghost face. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. And he's going in my cool new thingy. So that happened. Happy Friday morning, guys. It is just before 10:30. Did I start Death Wish last night? I didn't, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to make a coffee, I'm going to plant my ass on the couch, and I'm going to read Death Wish from start to finish. I did actually lie to you guys again. I did not start reading Death Wish. I just watched YouTube videos, but I am shopping now because I do shopping usually once a week, just like for work lunches and stuff. But this is the same shopping center that also has the Reject Shop. So I'm going to go to the Reject Shop. I'm going to see if I can find any cute Halloween stuff, because I can just, looking through the window, it says beautiful prices. So they will have Halloween stuff. So let's go have a look. Okay, so like I said, I did end up going into the Reject Shop. I spent more than I meant to. Oops, my bad. So first, I got some face wash because mine is almost out. Next, I got a new collar for Oliver because his is pretty gross and like falling apart. Then I got this cute little skull candle that bleeds out of the eyeballs when you light it. I've already got a couple of those, but I think they're really fun. Then I got 4 Apothecary potion bottles. They have like really cute little things on it. So this one says skinny jeans to fit into jeans. Use. Reunion got you down? Then let the skeleton shed your pounds. Then this one is poke potion to poke someone. Use. If there is someone you don't want to touch, let this hand be your crutch. Then we've got Agatha's dolly to play with a friend. Use. Be sure to ask Agatha before you play. If you don't, she will take you away. And last is smart powder to think smarter. Use. Mix with sour milk, but drink it down real quick. You're already smarter. So my plan for these is to basically do like do some mica powder in these with maybe a bit of food coloring in the water, and then do the wax on top and do it with twine. I have got another potion bottle that I've done on my shelves, but I think these might actually look a little bit better because they are colored glass as opposed to having clear glass with like dyed water. So those were, I don't know, like $2 or $3 each, I think. And then the things that I saw that made me gravitate towards the Halloween section in the first place are these like skeleton cameos. I think these are really, really cool. So they are like 3D. And yeah, I just think these are really cool. These to me are like all year decorations. Like I could potentially see me putting them on the space next to my wardrobe, which I will show you guys. I might move my photo of my Patchy when he was a baby. Oh, move that. And then I could have them running up that space potentially. Yeah, I just really like them. And there are a couple of things in my room that started as Halloween decorations that now live in my room all year long. Like I've got a owl skeleton sitting in a cage that's been displayed all year round since I bought it from Target. Oh shit, 9 years ago, 8 years ago. I've had it for like a really long time. Same with like I've got a palmistry hand that's been there since I purchased it. I don't know, if you like have had a proper look at my shelf decor, it is very, very spooky season all year round. So I think these are going to look really, really cute on my shelves. I've had lunch. I had a bit of a temper tantrum, but that's fine. We're moving forward now. Okay, friends. So I actually did. I'm such a mess right now. I'm trying to get ready to go to Bob's. Yes, I did finish Death Wish. It was fine. It wasn't like the best. It was fine. But now I'm getting ready to go to Bestie Bob's house, and we're going to watch The Conjurings 1 and 2 tonight. So maybe we'll have a chat about Death Wish later. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update that I actually did finish a book today. Thank you. Okay, just leaving Bob's now, and then we can talk a bit more when I get home. Okay, so me and Bob did in fact watch The Conjuring 1 and The Conjuring 2. I know that the second one is better. I think it is scarier. I just think that it's too long. So that's all I have to say about that. Like I mentioned earlier, I did in fact start and finish Death Wish today. This was a really short read. It was like a 6-hour audiobook or something. When I said before it wasn't the best, I meant that I thought more things would happen in this. So in this book, without any spoilers, it picks up right where the first book left off, and it is basically Landry getting to know the triplets as individuals instead of thinking that they're one person. She does learn at the very end of the first book that they are in fact triplets. That's why she thinks that they have DID, because they're different. This is her, like I said, getting to know each boy individually as himself, and it's really the first time we see Scout properly, because there's only one interaction between Scout and Landry in the first book, where she interacts with Sully and Sparrow quite a bit, but they are like, I probably would say, the main focus of this book. And I love Scout. Scout is the psychopath. He's the crazy one, and he knows that that's how people think of him, and he's fine with it. And I loved Scout. So this, I think the duology as a whole, I'm going to give 4 stars. I really enjoyed both books. I think the reason I'm like a little bit sad is that I did not realize that this was a sequel series. This series is a continuation of like the Cinderella at Midnight or whatever series that I had never had any interest in, because it's a mafia series and I don't really like mafia books, so I never was interested in this other Kay Webster series. And now I found out that I should have read the other trilogy before I read these. But you know what, we're not going backwards. I'm just going to accept this as a duology. That first trilogy does not exist in my universe. Now the question is, like, I'm at home now. It is, I don't know what time it is. I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I could start a book right now. The issue is, what do I read? I don't want to start my book club book of the month just yet, because I don't have the book club meeting for like another week and a half. I want to read it like the couple of days leading up to the meeting. I really want to read The Troop, because it's been on my TBR for so long. I thought I could hear someone talking outside my window, which is weird. So I don't know. I don't know what I feel like reading. I'm just gonna throw it out there. I don't even know what the series is called. The series I just read, it's a duet, so I'm gonna call it a series. I don't know what the actual series is called. Who's to know? But these two books I just read, they are technically meant to be like a why choose situation. And while that is like, yes, it was a why choose situation, I just don't think anyone is going to be able to write. Oh my god, my hair is messy. I just don't think anyone is going to be able to write a why choose as well as Seam Student. I do not have enough praise for Devil's Day Party. That is one of my favorite books, full stop. Not like one of my favorite why choose, one of my like it is one of my favorite books. And I guess I'm searching for that feeling again. Like within the first like 2 or 3 chapters of Devil's Day Party, I knew it was going to be a favorite. And I'm waiting to find another why choose romance that has those vibes. That has that feeling and gives me that excitement. And instead I keep picking up why choose romances that are good but like aren't Seam Student good. So I've got a couple more that I can choose from, like that I can pick to read, but I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but I will let you know once I pick something. You guys are gonna be so fucking proud of me. I have done nothing except read since the last little video that I filmed, so I just want to say I'm killing it. So I ended up settling on Penance by Eliza Clark. So this is the only Eliza Clark book I haven't read. I think she's only got 3 books out currently. So I think she released this, then she released Boy Parts, and then She's Always Hungry. So I've read the other 2. This was the last one on my list. This is the thickest, but this is also what I think is going to be most interesting to me, possibly. This is like I don't know how to explain it so far. This is a fictional depiction of a true crime book. This book follows a true crime case where a 16-year-old girl named Joan was murdered by her 3 closest friends. And this book is a writer who's written other true crime books, going to the town, interviewing people. We've had like a what do you call it? Not a script. I guess a script. We've had like a podcast. We've only really had the podcast so far, but I know that this book has like different types of media throughout it to kind of piece together this case and how it got to Joan's murder. So I'm only 50 pages in, but I am enjoying it so far. I think it's going to be a bit of a slow read. I don't think this is going to be like a book that has like really short zippy chapters. I think this is going to be like quite an in-depth look at this fictional crime, but I'm very interested. I am very interested because I have read a couple of true crime books in my life, and I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but I've always found them very, very captivating, and this already has that same vibe. So I think Eliza Clark has really captured the like true crime novelization really well. But it is almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I think it is probably time I go to sleep, or like I lie down and get ready for bed. So that is what I'm going to do, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay, my friends, it is like 12:30 or something like that, so we are technically at Sunday morning, but let's just run through a few things really quickly. So me and Bob rewatched The Conjuring 3, and I knew that I liked it. I genuinely don't think there's anything wrong with The Conjuring 3. Apart from the antagonist not being the typical for The Conjuring movies, like I think number 3 is a really strong movie, especially because I recently read A History of Fear, and it had a very similar element of the devil made me do it. So I don't know, number 3 was like really good. I saw it today for the 2nd time and like still loved it. Let's talk about The Conjuring Last Rites, guys. I get what they were trying to do by making it more like about the Warrens as a family unit. I understand that. I don't think they should have done it. Like the entire drive back to Bob's house, we were basically talking about like, there were so many things they could have done differently. And, like, they were trying to do two different plots that kind of joined, but they didn't do either plot justice. But because they were trying to do two plots, it made the movie super duper long. It's like, it's over 2 hours. It's like 2 hours and a quarter or something. And it was resolved way too easily. And just, there were a lot of, I mean, I still enjoyed it. I still like the movie. I just don't think it was a strong end to the series. And I will say, if they are going to make more Conjuring movies, they're going to have to keep going back in time, because, like, the way that this movie ended is very much like the end of the timeline. Spoilers ahead, I guess, kind of. The very end of the movie, Ed and Lorraine are at their daughter Judy's wedding, and Lorraine tells Ed about this vision she's had of their future and how they are going to grow old surrounded by their grandkids and their great grandkids, and they're going to be content and happy and safe, which, sure. And then the little, like, bit at the end that explains the real life events talked about Ed and Lorraine's respective deaths. So I don't see how they could then do another Conjuring movie unless they were going to create something to do with Judy and her husband, which is possible, I guess, but it'd be quite the detour from reality. I don't know, man. Yeah. I'm glad I saw it. I just did not love it the way that I was hoping to. But anyway, I am home. My teeth have been brushed. I will, I think, write up a review for The Conjuring 4 tonight, but I also do want to keep reading Penance because it's written so well that I'm really struggling to remind myself it is fictional. So I'm going to read a bit more of that. If anything exciting happens, I will tell you, but otherwise, good night. It's literally 2 seconds later. I forgot to tell you guys, I am seeing Troy again this week. I'm so excited. I really, was, just appreciate that I saw it the one time, just be happy that I saw it the one time, but I just cannot stop thinking about it. Like, it genuinely cannot stop thinking about how amazing that performance was. And it's not like it has a super long run. Like, if it was in Melbourne for a couple more months, I'd wait and see it later on in the year, but I think it's only open for 2 weeks, so I'm seeing it on Wednesday. Okay, I stuffed up. It is Sunday night. It's almost 10 p.m. so I definitely just gave up on the whole vlogging thing today, but in all honesty, it's because I slept most of the day today. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was just so in such a nappy sort of mood today. That sounded weird because in Australia we call diapers nappies, so saying I was in such a nappy mood, weird. Anyway, I did end up finishing Penance by Eliza Clark. I don't know if enjoyed is the right word for this book, but I got it. I got this book. It was really well done, and like I said earlier, there were so many times when I had to remind myself this is a piece of fiction, because it would reference some actual true crime cases and some true crime cases, or some crime cases that were only real in this fictional world. So a lot of the times I'd be like, well, I haven't heard of that true crime case. I wonder what happened there. And I'm like, no, Steph, this is made up for this specific story. So it was I don't know if it was a 5-star. I'd say a 4.5 star. It wasn't a new favorite, but it was really, really well written. So 3 for 3, I guess Eliza Clark is a new favorite author because I'm just going to say enjoyed. I've enjoyed all of the books that I've read by her, all 3 of them. So we love that for Eliza. And because of some of the contents in Penance, it really made me want to pick up this book next. Now, the only thing I will say is that I do plan on reading at work during my lunch breaks now. And I don't know how I could possibly read this book in public without looking like a complete sociopath. It is Columbine by Dave Cullen. One of the characters in this book, I don't know how to explain it. She's obsessed with these 2 teenage boys who committed a school shooting, and they're called, people that fantasize and romanticize these 2 boys are called creekers, the same way that other Tumblr girlies are called Columbiners. So they reference Columbiners in this book, but they also reference a fictional duo called whatever their names are, but they call them creekers, the girls that, obsess over these 2 teenage boys, which made me want to read Columbine because, I don't know, man, I just find the effects of Columbine and the effects of Port Arthur, that shows the differences between the US and Australia to me. Like, things changed after Columbine, but like things changed after Port Arthur. So I don't know. And I only know like very surface level amounts of information about Columbine because when did it happen? 99. Yeah, I was 3 when Columbine happened. So I don't know. I would be really interested in reading this book next. But then, like I said, I don't know how I'm going to read this in public without looking like, you know, a crazy true crime person. But you know what? I think I'm going to do it because I'm motivated and interested right now. And this is like quite the long book. Like, this is 450 pages of very small font. And yeah, I don't know how many more times in the future I'm actually going to be motivated to start and finish this book. So I'm thinking I'm going to start this tonight. I can't make any promises though, because every time I say something on this channel, I end up not doing it. So this is a potential pick for my next read. Otherwise, I have no idea. I've got a couple of other things that I'm tossing around reading. I am going to straighten my hair, and I will probably see you guys one more time tonight just to like conclude this video. Well, I was wrong. I have not started reading anything because I have not been able to choose a book, but this is where the video ends, my friends. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend and have a great week ahead.